A final. Pole position, driving for Team Associated. Put your hands together for Neil Craig. Second on the grid for Team Associated, Jamie Hall. Third place for Schumacher, Josh Holdsworth. Fourth on the grid for Team Associated, Tommy Hall. Fifth place for Schumacher, Luke Holdsworth. Sixth place for Team Associated, Ben Pugh. Seventh for Team Associated, Ben Jemison. Eighth on the grid for Schumacher, Ben Smith. Ninth place for Schumacher, Edward Callan. And your 10th place on the grid for Schumacher, Lee Martin. That is your two-wheel drive A final grid here at RobinHood Raceway for the 2023 dedicated marshals, please.
A final two-wheel drive leg number one.
From the grid. Good luck, everybody. This is A final leg number one. Here we go. So off and away we go with Neil Craig leading off from pole position from Jamie Hall, changing slightly behind. Luke Holdsworth coming through from the 5 to the 3 spot already. Ready from past the driver's stand for the first time. Neil Craig, Jamie Hall, Luke Holdsworth, then Tommy Hall, and Josh Holdsworth. So fairly grid order, apart from Holdsworth brothers swapping positions. So Neil Craig, half a second clear on the opening lap from Jamie Hall. Very good racing as you want to see in this A final two-wheel drive. Neil Craig, race leader, onto the main straight now. Jamie Hall right with him. Then come Luke Holdsworth and Tommy Hall. Top 4 just try and pull out a tiny bit of a gap now over Josh Holdsworth in 5. Jamie Hall looking at Neil Craig and Tommy Hall. Having a look at Luke Holdsworth ahead of him. So now it's got to be clean and tidy manoeuvres. All eyes are on the leaders. Josh Holdsworth now coming up from 5th, giving a bit of pressure to Tommy Hall as he's getting stuck a little bit behind Luke Holdsworth. Meanwhile, Neil Craig and Jamie Hall try and go away at the sharp end. Those two just over a second clear now from 3rd, 4th and 5th. So Neil Craig down the straight. Here comes Jamie Hall. The gap is 4 tenths per second, as you can see yourself. And then absolutely nothing in between Luke Holdsworth, Tommy Hall and Josh Holdsworth. 1 minute 30 quickly down on the master clock. Tommy Hall try and go and attack Luke Holdsworth. He's got to watch out for brother Josh Holdsworth right behind him. Meanwhile at the sharp end, Neil Craig getting a little bit defensive now because Jamie Hall's getting closer and closer to Neil Craig. Oh, Craig catches the bike, Jamie Hall around the outside and takes the lead of this A final leg number 1.
1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 8, 6, 9, 10, 7. Leader on lap 6.
So Jamie Hall come alive in the last round of qualifying as we saw. He now leads from Neil Craig. See what happens now with those two. Luke Holdsworth catching the pipe there. Tommy Hall and Josh Holdsworth, literally nothing in it. Side by side as they go through the chicane. And it's Josh Holdsworth now to the 3 spot. Tommy Hall 4. Luke 5. Ben Smith not too far back in 6. So at the front, Neil Craig half a second behind Jamie Hall. Josh Holdsworth try and get away now from Tommy Hall. And Tommy try and go with him. They want to get after the leaders. 9 tenths per second now. The lead over Neil Craig is Jamie Hall. Just pulls out a few more tenths that lap. 2 minutes remaining. Big crash for Josh Holdsworth. It's going to cost him 3, 4, 5 positions. So it's now going to be Tommy Hall to the 3 spot. Luke Holdsworth 4, Ben Smith 5. So Neil Craig matches Jamie Hall last time through, so 9/10 of a second, still the gap. Can Tommy Hall do anything about those two ahead of him? He's just 2 seconds off the leaders. Luke Holdsworth and Ben Smith still right there as well, so onto the straight they go. Jamie Hall just stretching his legs a little bit, 1.1 now over Cragg. 1 minute 30 to go. Can Neil Cragg do anything about Jamie Hall's lead? He certainly will not settle for second. These guys all race to win. Tommy Hall got a bit of breathing space now, so can he get on? After Neil Cragg last time through, Tommy Hall half a second quicker than the cars ahead of him. Neil Cragg got the gap back down to 9/10 now at the sharp end. He's really pushing on. 1 minute to go, drivers. 1 to go.
4, 5, 8, 9, 6, 7, 10, green, leader on lap 12.
So 20.48 for Jamie Hall, 20.45 for Neil Cragg, 20.3 for Tommy Hall. 40 seconds to go. Can Neil Cragg do anything about Jamie Hall ahead of him? Tommy Hall's pushing on, but I think he's going to run out of time. 30 seconds to go. 8/10 of a second now, the lead for Jamie Hall. Neil takes the 10th out of him. Oh, Jamie's getting up on 2 wheels a little bit there, but saves it. Cragg really pushing everything at it. They're going to go this lap and 1 more lap for the leaders. Cragg is really pushing on now onto the straight. You can see the gap. Half a second. Jamie Hall is there for defence mode. The car's being as wide as he possibly can. Neil Cragg giving it everything, looking inside, outside. Tommy Hall still not far behind the pair of them ahead. Last couple of corners to go. Here they come to the line down the straight. Jamie Hall taking leg number 1. Neil Cragg second, Tommy Hall third. Luke Holdsworth fourth, Ben Smith 5. What a race. So Jamie Hall hangs on by 3/10 of a second to Neil Cragg. And Tommy Hall 7/10 back to 1 second, cover your top 3. Remember, it's only leg 1, still leg 2 and 3 to come.
A final leg number 2, 2-wheel drive.
So off we go for leg number 2 of this A final 2-wheel drive. Jamie Hall won leg number 1. Neil Cragg leads him off from pole position once again. Jamie Hall right there with him. Josh Holdsworth didn't get it all his own way in the leg 1, so he wants to do it in leg 2. Let's see what happens here. And now onto the straight they come. Jamie Hall all over the back of Neil Cragg. Josh Holdsworth, Tommy Hall and Luke Holdsworth right there with him as well. And Ben Pugh, so top 5 or 6 all going together in this one. Very fast, talented drivers in this A final. Neil Cragg, Jamie Hall, Josh Holdsworth, Tommy Hall, Luke Holdsworth just pulling out a little bit now on Ben Pugh. So Neil Cragg leads 3/10 of a second at the sharp end. Jamie Hall wants to go full attack mode, but he's got to watch it because Josh Holdsworth right there with him. Then comes Tommy Hall, then comes Luke Holdsworth. Top 5 separated by literally just over a second. Down the straight to go. Neil Cragg still 3/10 of a second. Less than a tenth between them last time through. Jamie Hall has a bobble and has a mistake. Drops him down a couple of positions. So Neil Cragg, Josh Holdsworth, Tommy Hall, Jamie Hall and Luke Holdsworth. We'll check the lead for Neil Cragg. There he goes. 6/10 of a second now to Josh Holdsworth. Tommy Hall right there in the mix as well. Big crash from Josh Holdsworth. Cost him a couple of places. Tommy Hall goes wide and Jamie Hall back up to the 2 spot. So Neil Cragg, Jamie Hall, Tommy Hall, Luke Holdsworth and Josh Holdsworth. Ben Pugh there as well, so top 6. Now got a bit of a gap to everybody else, but Neil Cragg out front. 1.5 seconds clear from the Hall brothers. 2 minutes quickly down.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 8, 9. Leader on lap 6.
So Tommy Hall pushing Jamie Hall along. They took 2/10 out of Neil Cragg on the last lap. The gap's down to 1.4 at the sharp end. Neil Craig comes onto the straight. There comes Jamie Hall. Tommy Hall just catches the corner but gets away with it. Identical laps last time through for Jamie Hall and Neil Craig. So we've got the Hall brothers battling for second and third. The Holdsworth brothers battling for fourth and fifth. Neil Craig says, you guys can all battle it out amongst yourselves. I'm off in the distance. Neil Craig, new hot lap. 2.3 clear now at the sharp end. So Neil Craig dropped the hammer now. So here comes Jamie Hall with Tommy Hall right in his wheel tracks. Luke Holdsworth and Josh Holdsworth right there as well. So while the brothers are battling it out, Neil Craig, new hot lap, pulling away. 2.3 maintains the lead. The same last time through, 1 minute 45 to go. Neil Craig now up and down in front of the driver's stand. Jamie Hall, Tommy Hall. Great driving from these guys today. Jamie Hall just pushing on a little bit, and he took 6/10 out of Neil Craig on the last lap alone. So Jamie Hall took leg number 1. 1 minute 25 to go. It's not all over yet. Jamie Hall pulling away now from Tommy Hall. He's going after Neil Craig ahead of him. Neil Craig, very experienced, knows he just needs to keep that car in the number 1 position. And Craig responds and gets back up to 2 seconds. So Craig said, you took 6/10, I'll take 4/10 back. Thank you very much. 1 minute to go.
Racing after 4 minutes. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 8, 3, 9. Leader on left 12.
Neil Craig 20.39. Jamie Hall 20.38. Tommy Hall 20.36. Absolutely nothing there between those guys. They're all giving it absolutely everything. 35 seconds to go. Jamie Hall still going at Neil Craig. The gap's down to 1.2. Jamie just took 7/10 out of Craig's lead. They're going to go this lap and 1 more lap to go. As Neil Craig got it under control. Jamie Hall certainly throwing everything at this. He's not holding on to the 2 spot. He wants to get it wrapped up onto the final lap to go. The gap is 9/10 of a second. Can Neil Craig hold on? Jamie Hall pushing on. He took victory in leg number 1. He wants it in leg 2. There's the buzzer. Last few corners to go. Neil Craig just got to keep it in the centre of the track and down the straight to take leg number 2. Brilliant drive from Neil Craig. Wins leg 2. Jamie Hall second. Tommy Hall third. So we go to leg 3 to find out the winner today. Leg 1 to Jamie Hall, leg 2 to Neil Craig. Rupert says, well done, Daddy. And give you a wave. Nick says, Neil, I tell you well done, after you won leg 3. So, we move to the final. Here we go.
Final 2-wheel drive, leg number 3.
So I'm going to go for a final leg number 3, final race of the day. Been a great day here for the opening 2-wheel drive national at RobinHood Raceway. Jamie Hall took victory in leg 1. Neil Craig took victory in leg 2. Let's see what happens now in leg number 3. Neil Craig leads them round on the opening lap, as you can see. 8/10 of a second, the gap for Neil Craig. Over Jamie Hall, then comes Josh Holdsworth, Tommy Hall and Luke Holdsworth. Already the first 5 breaking away from the rest of the field as they've done in legs 1 and 2 earlier today. Neil Craig coming onto the straight. Jamie Hall. 8/10 still the gap, so lapping identical last time through was the top 2, and Josh Holdsworth just a 10th quicker than those guys, and bringing Tommy Hall and Luke Holdsworth with him. So 1 minute quickly down in the same final, leg number 3. Craig gets here a little bit sideways to go onto the straight. The gap's down to half a second now. So Neil Craig, Jamie Hall, Josh Holdsworth right there with him. And Tommy Hall going with him as well. So first four pulling away now a little bit from Luke Holdsworth. All eyes on the leader, Neil Craig. Jamie Hall giving it everything. As you'd expect, 1 minute 30 on the race clock. First two just pulling out a little bit of a gap now. Jamie Hall got the gap down to Neil Craig, 3/10 of a second. Josh Holdsworth, Tommy Hall and Luke Holdsworth still there, third, fourth and fifth. But all our focus is on the first two. These are the guys that have won Lakes 1 and 2. Jamie Hall getting closer and closer. Neil Craig, 2/10 of a second. Here's the gap. Just approaching 2 minutes on the race clock, 3 minutes remaining. Oh, Neil Craig giving it everything. Just managed to check up on it there, Jamie Hall. Got to watch out because Josh Holdsworth and Tommy Hall right with him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 7, 10. Leader on lap 6.
So Neil Craig got the gap up to 7/10 of a second now from Jamie Hall. Josh Holdsworth and Tommy Hall still there, your top four. Luke Holdsworth and Ben Pugh not too far behind. So Neil Craig coming onto the straight. Here comes Jamie Hall. 6/10 of a second is the lead for Neil Craig. So Jamie Hall takes a 1/10 back. Here they come towards race control, towards driver stand now. Great landing from both of them. The sun just starting to set here, so these guys not got many issues hopefully with the sun. Neil Craig got Jamie Hall just 4/10 of a second behind him now. Tommy Hall still there with Josh Holdsworth looking on the inside. Side by side they go. Tommy Hall gets up to third. So Tommy Hall up to third now. 1 minute 45 remaining. Neil Craig just over half a second clear from Jamie Hall. Jamie still giving it everything he can. Brilliant precise driving from these guys here today. Jamie gets a bit of a better run onto the straight. The gap's down to 4/10 of a second now. Through the middle of the track they go. Down into the bomb hole. Neil Craig, Jamie Hall. Bit of a gap back then to Tommy Hall. So all our focus on the first two. 1 minute 15 on the clock. Oh, Jamie a little bit sideways. Gives Neil Craig a couple of car lengths there. Exactly what Craig needed. The gap is up to 7/10 once again. So Tommy Hall is catching Jamie Hall ahead of him. Oh, Craig has a big mistake going down into the bomb hole, but gets away with it.
1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 7, 10. Leader on lap 12.
50 seconds to go. Down the straight from the Hall brothers. Giving chase to Neil Craig. Is Tommy Hall going to get in the mix? Anyone could take it if he wins leg 3. Jamie Hall wants the pressure. Not from Tommy Hall. He wants to give the pressure to Neil Craig. 30 seconds to go. They're going to go this lap. And another one or two as well. Into the middle will come Neil Craig. Got the Hall brothers giving him chase. Tommy Hall sitting there behind Jamie. They're going to go probably just about get through. One more lap to go. So this lap will be the start of the final lap now. Down the straight they go. So as we enter the final lap, we still don't know who's going to be the two-wheel drive winner today. Tommy Hall getting through on Jamie. Jamie's got it back again. Have they given Neil Craig the bit of breathing space that Neil Craig needed? Last couple of corners to go. Neil Craig backs it up and sends it down the straight. And takes the victory in leg 3. And the two-wheel drive wins today. Brilliant drive there from those guys. So Neil Craig, Jamie Hall and Tommy Hall, your top 3 from that leg. What a race. That is the end of your two-wheel drive event. So we'll check the results. We know that Neil Craig has taken the win.
1, 2, 3.
So overall, Neil Craig.
B final, two-wheel drive.
It's underway, the B final, our penultimate race of the day. Paul Crompton leads the round from Matt Thompson and Tyler Little. So here they come, through the baby top section. Hurry the baby top, through to the top of the track. Paul Crompton looking at 19 laps in this one, I believe. So there he goes, Matt Thompson takes him down. Tyler Little not giving any space. So there goes Paul through the centre section. Out of the one hole, onto the baby top. Into the sunset of the RobinHood Raceway. There they go down the straight for another lap. There's no changes in the top three at the moment. As I say that, Tyler Little looking to make a move off the inside of Matt Thompson. So Matt Thompson on full fence there. Charlie Saunders getting in the mix and stretching away with the main pack. So there goes Thompson down the straight, Thompson down the straight. Little down the straight and Saunders. So Saunders all over the box of Little. So Thompson getting it slightly wrong, giving Matt Thompson the chance to close up the gap slightly. There we go to the top of the track again. Around the SDMCS corner, the model sport now down the Schumacher straight. Steps in at the inside line bank. There we go through into the centre section into the bottom hole once again. Matt not making much effect on that lap. 0.35 last time round. Let's see what they've got this time. Looks like Mr. Thompson has got the hammer down and widened that gap slightly. Let's see what it is. It was 0.56 that time round. So Paul Crompton holding on to that 3 minutes on the clock. As I say that, Thompson gets it slightly wrong. Escapes easily. There's the hoses. There he goes to the top of the track for another lap. Matt Thompson just sitting great. Down a little. Sitting back, waiting to pick up the pieces. Or can he make an effect on Matt Thompson as Matt Thompson just runs the hose slightly? So they are all back close up together now, literally 1.5 seconds separating the top three. 2 seconds back to the fourth. There we go through the second section. Paul Crompton managed to pull away from Matt Thompson slightly. That's Tyler Little, he's looking at the rear up to Matt Thompson. There they go up to the top of the track for another lap. Around down the straight they go. And Tyler Little is off into the sunset. Charlie Saunders says thank you. There he comes through. And young Charlie. Matt Thompson's over. Young Charlie heads up to the 2 spot. Tyler Little heads up to the 3. Matt Thompson to the 4. There they go to the top end of the track again. And in the meantime, Paul Crompton is sailing away. Can Charlie Saunders have anything to catch up before Crompton? There we go the same top section. Let's see what they go as they go past Luke. There goes Paul. There goes Charlie. What is the gap? 1.94. Not much between Charlie and Tyler. Charlie riding those humps really nicely through that first. So let's see what he can get through. Can he close the gap up to Crompton? Wiley's defending from Tyler. Tyler getting to all kinds of sideways, but still managing to hold on to it. So Crompton full race the gap between 1 and 2. 1 minute on the clock.
4, 3, 2, 5, 7.
There they come. Through the second section up to the baby once again. Far into the track. So Crompton just keeping it honest. 44 seconds left on the clock. So can you do back and 1 more Tyler? You've got to hunt down Charlie. Not sure if Charlie's going to be able to close the gap back to Paul. But the gap between second and third is closing down. Young Charlie is going to be holding back and holding off Tyler. There they go, this is going to be your last lap, it is going to be a race to the line. So Paul Crompton is pulling away slightly. Charlie holding on to there. Now really all over the gearbox. Let's see what happens at the far end of the track. There goes Charlie onto the straight Paul. They've got through for another lap.
3 minutes.
So Mr. Thompson on victory now.
8 finished. 10 finished.
So congratulations to Mr. Thompson.
C final, two-wheel drive.
And they're off with the C final. Little switch, but nothing major, so we got away with it. So Steve Brown leading this round from Carl Moon, Jack Neal, Matthew Peters. There's some very fast cars out there. So let's see what can happen here. So Steve Brown out onto the straight, still running 1, 2, 3. No changes at the moment. So there goes Steve Brown. There he goes over the tabletop. Carl Moon in the 2, Jack Neal all over his gearbox. So there they go down the far end of the track, down the Schumacher straight, into the inside line bank. Nobody making any moves yet. It is getting tight for second and third, but Steve Brown at the moment untested, beginning to pull away and get his rhythm going. So there they go up to the top of the track. So Jack Neal moves into the 2 spot. Carl Moon drops to the 3. Nathan Rouse into the 4. There they come through the bomb hole section. Caution in the middle of the bomb hole. Well marshalled car 5. So Steve Brown and Jack Neal are going to be doing battle toe to toe. Jack Neal getting it slightly up onto 2 wheels, but making it stick down. So there they come through up to the tabletop. Jack Neal looking around the outside of Steve Brown. There they go to the top of the track, SCMTS corner, onto the Model Sport mound, down the Schumacher straight. It's a drag race. I know CVB doesn't have a slow car under him. So Jack Neal not being able to make that one stick. So Steve through the centre section, Jack all over his gearbox. There they go over the tabletop, toe to toe again, to the top of the track. Brown, Jack Neal looking for any open door. Steve Brown just making that car as wide as he can. All over the back of that car. Third and fourth coming through, which is Carl Moon and Nathan Rouse having a battle further back. So it is Steve Brown over the tabletop, Jack Neal over the tabletop. Up to the top of the track for another lap. Halfway marker is done. There they go, down the straight again, 2 minutes 30 on the clock. Steve gets it a little bit pretty out of the corner. Jack Neal unable to capitalise. There they come round through into the bomb hole once again. Up to the tabletop. Up to the top of the track. The sun is falling on us here at RobinHood Raceway, and as is the grip level changing. Here he comes off the end of the straight. Carl Moon slowly getting the rhythm back, still being able to hold off Nathan Rouse. There they go. Just not really breaking away from the pack. The biggest gap is between second and third, but the gap between 1 and 2 is 0.5 of a second. There they go through the centre section for another lap. Up into the tabletop section. Jack Neal just choosing his spot. Where can he take that? Can Stevie B hold him off? There they go down the straight again, literally nothing between them. 0.19 that time down the straight. So 0.4 taken out of that gap in the last lap. So there goes Steve up to the start of the straight. He's widened that gap in that lap round. So it's 0.8 this time.
10, 4, 9, 5, 7, 8, leader on lap 12.
So 50 seconds left on that master clock. So there goes Steve to the track once again. He has led this all the way from the start. Our pole sitter still holding on. What's Jack Neal got to say? Can he close him down? Can he get past? Can Steve hold him off? 34 seconds, we're going to get this lap and one more. So Jack Neal is tightening up that gap. He is right onto the back of the S-Work. There they go to the top of the track for another lap. Onto the straight, there they go. Jack Neal thinking he's got this lap. There's 17 seconds on the clock. This is going to be a race to the line. Here they come round once again through the centre section. Into the tabletop. Steve keeping it so tight to that hose. No doors open. Steve getting it slightly wrong. Jack not it. Jack goes through on the inside. Steve tags him.
Send it.
They both caught up. And Carl Moon says thank you. Steve Brown comes home in second.
D final, two-wheel drive.
Well done, Matt. You're so good, Matt.
So here we go, Oliver Natras leads off from pole position in the D final. Matt Druitt, Yazoo Mughal, your top three. As went off the grid, two decided drivers. The referee is watching. So on to the straight to come, Oliver Natras. Already 1 second clear from Matt Druitt and Yazir. Mughal, Kit Jones is up to fourth, Ryan Clark 5. Some changing in the middle there. So Oliver Natras still out front leading. Matt Druitt, Yazir Mughal. Mark Anthony Jones from the 6th spot to the 4th spot now. Will Venables 9th up to 5th. So leader past the driver's stand. There goes 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. So Oliver Natras stretching out at the sharp end now. The gap is 1.8 seconds. Matt Druitt got Yazir Mughal right with him, 3/10 of gap there. And then Mark Anthony Jones 1 second further back. C final, get ready, you guys up next. Oliver Natras coming onto the straight now. Yazir Mughal still pushing on, still chasing down Matt Druitt. And Mark Anthony Jones catching the pair of them. So here comes Oliver Natras, car number 1. And 2 and 3 and 4. So those two slowing each other down a little bit in 2nd and 3rd. Mark Anthony Jones, he's on his way. Half a length of the straight now between 3rd and 4th. So Yazir looking every way he can on Matt Druitt ahead of him.
1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 5, 10, 8, 7, 4, leader number 6.
So Oliver Natras length of the straight now clear from the rest of the field. 2.5 second lead. Matt Druitt still making his car as wide as he can. Yazir Mughal looking every way he can because his rear view mirrors are starting to get filled with an orange car, which is Mark Anthony Jones closing down on them. Will Venables still not too far behind. Yazir getting closer and closer to Matt Druitt. He's got some pace in that car into the straight. Knows he's got to be clean and tidy, and here comes Madge. Oh, Yazir just about holding on to that 3rd place. Mark Anthony Jones letting him know he's there. So Oliver Natras still 2.5 seconds clear at the sharp end. Matt Druitt onto the straight, Yazir onto the straight, Madge onto the straight. 3 seconds covering the top 4 cars in this one. Just under 2 minutes to go. Oliver Natras doing everything he needs to do. 2.3 clear at the sharp end. Yazir Mughal's got to go defensive now because Mark Anthony Jones is still there with him. Try and catch Matt Druitt. Is what the pair of them are wanting to do. 2 second lead now for the leader. Oliver Natras, these guys are all pushing themselves along nicely at a very fast pace. 1 minute 20 remaining. Yazir, gets a little bobble there. Still holds on to 3rd. He's just lining up a move on Matt Druitt. So these three still chasing down Oliver Natras, who had a 2 second lead as they crossed the line last time. Brilliant driving from all of them. Matt Druitt makes a mistake. Yazir through to the 2 spot. Mark Jones through to the 3 spot. Matt drew it back to 4. Can any of these guys catch Oliver Natras? 2 seconds, still the lead. Mark Jones is over. So Yazir to the 2 spot.
Coming, Ollie.
Matt drew it back up to 3rd now. Will Venables up to 4. Ryan Clark coming up now into 6. Oliver Natras 2.4 clear. It's still pulling away from Yazir. This lap and 1 more lap for the leaders. Can Oliver Natras hold on? Can Yazir throw everything at it? Onto the straight comes the leader. Start his final lap now. Yazir's taken 6/10 of a second out of Oliver's
Here,
lead.
Ollie. Coming.
All down to the final lap. As Oliver just backed it off. There's the tone. He's in full control of this one. Onto the straight goes Oliver Natras and down the straight to win the D final. Yeah, brilliant drive from Oliver. Deserves round of applause. Yazir Needle 2nd. Matt drew it.
E final 2-wheel drive.
And so your E final is underway. Adam Skelding, Joe Howson, Harry Mears. Out first, 3 out. So there they go in regulation order, only 45 streets around. So there they go to the top of the track. Joe Howson already checking up on the back of Adam Skelding. There he comes through, right on the crest of that bomb hole. Both of them taking the inside line through there. Literally nothing between them. 0.37 was the gap last time. Joe goes through. Adam gets it slightly wrong and Joe says thank you very much. And now Adam has got Harry Mears to deal with as well. All over his gearbox. So here comes Joe. Up onto the tabletop. Through up to the top section of track, through the SCMCS corner, up to the Model Sport Mound and down the Schumacher Straight, into the inside line bank. There he goes. So it has 6 around, it's 2-1-3 on track. So the Stockholm Massive is going to increase their takings from the National. So Alex Carter taking the win in his, who's Joe Howson going to take the win in his. So Adam Skelding, Harry Mears, Adam Perry, Paul Mitchell, that's your running out order. Joe gets it slightly wrong, gets away with it. Over the moulding of the track, there he goes to the top of the track. Doesn't affect the gap too much. But 2nd and 3rd are pretty close. And 4th in the, what a move down the end of the straight. But a little bit of contact after. The racing instrument exposed through the wheel.
5, 9, 4, 10, 8, 6.
So there goes Joe onto the straight for another lap. So Adam Skelding to the 2, Adam Perry to the 3, Harry Mears to the 4. 2 minutes 40 on the clock. Joe is beginning to check out with some nice steady laps. 1.8 seconds is the gap at the moment to 2nd place. Let's see what they've got this time round. Joe looks like he's stretched that gap. No, he's actually closed the gap. 1.5. So Adam Skelding hunting down Joe Howson. So there goes Joe up to the top of the track. Got it a little bit squirrely. Got away with it. And he's still clear. Let's see the gap this time through. 2.07. But Adam Perry is all over the back of Adam Skelding. There they go through the bomb hole section. Adam Skelding, I believe, was over, and Adam Perry goes through the 2 spot. So Joe Howson has got more breathing space, clear track, front and behind him. Second, oh my God, that was a drag race down the straight. So Harry Mears and Adam Perry having a battle now through the centre. That drag race down the straight, there was some horsepower behind that Harry Mears machine. So So there goes Harry through the tabletop section up to the top of the track. He has got that hammer down. Hammer time Harry, there he goes, down the straight, off the end of the straight, through the centre section. Does that go on his roof? Goes on his roof. Harry goes through. So there is 1 minute 9 on the clock. Harry Mears takes the lead. There goes Joe Howson hunting him down. Adam Perry looking for a space. So Harry through to the centre section. Joe takes it again. So here comes Harry through the back, through the bomb hole, up the tabletop. He's got Joe Howson. There they go, up onto the straight. Let's have a look at the gap between Harry and Joe. It's 1.09. So there they go, through the centre section. Joe's doing everything to close that gap back up. He had a comfortable lead. One error cost him. Let's see if he can bring it back. He's got 21 seconds on the clock. So he's going to be across the line this one and one more. Harry gets it a little bit sideways, gives him a chance. But Adam Perry is all over the gearbox to Joe Howson. So Joe's having to defend as well as chase. So there goes Harry through the centre. They are becoming toe to toe, literally not much between all three. So there they go to the top of the track. Joe throwing everything at this, going in sideways. Oh, gets it wrong. They clash. Car on the top of the straight. So, not sure what happened to Joe's car there, but it's stopped.
F final, two-wheel drive.
And there is your F final underway. Liam Robinson, Aaron Nash, Alex Carter leading us off. A little bit of a mess in the middle. So, here they come. Round through the tabletop section. Pretty much in regulation order, apart from 5th and 6th, I believe. Some moves being made on the inside and down the straight. So it is still Liam, Aaron and Alex through into the centre section. Here they come through the bomb hole. Literally the same timings as what they had previously. Brett Birch trying to look up the inside of Alex Carter on that hairpin. Alex keeping the door closed and managing to pull away. So they're off down the straight. 1, 2, 3 and 4 still there. No gaps being taken out here. It's simple and straight. Oh, caution in the middle of the track. A little bit of a coming together there in the middle. Some back marking. So Liam still leading us round. There he goes onto the straight. Aaron Nash getting it a little bit sideways. Alex Carter not being able to capitalise. He wasn't close enough. But Brett Birch is also on the gearbox of Alex. So here they come for another lap over the tabletop section. Not much changing in these gaps. They're literally staying where they were. 1.15 last time round. Let's see what they got this time. 0.72. So Aaron is closing up on Liam. So there goes Liam through the bomb hole section. He's still defending from Alex Carter and trying to catch up with Liam at the same time. So he's got his work cut out from both ends. Liam just getting it a little bit slippy on the corner. Doesn't really cost him anything. So there they go through the centre section once again. Slowly starting to stretch away from the pack at the moment. Alex gets it a little bit sideways through the bomb hole, gets away with it.
4, 6, 5, 9, 10.
So there goes Liam. Up through the Model Sport Mound, down the Schumacher straight. There goes Aaron down the Schumacher straight. There's Alex down the straight. Dave Snee, Manny Panesar, Nick Goodall. So I missed what happened in the middle there, but it looks like Aaron Nash is up to the 2 spot. Let me just confirm that. He is. Aaron Nash to the 2, Liam Robinson to the 3, Alex Carter to the 4, Private Panesar to the 5. Here they come once again, round to the tabletop section. Literally nothing between 1 and 2 at the moment. They're gearbox to nose. Up to the start of the straight. Down the straight they come. 2 minutes 3 on the clock. And Liam looking to take a bite up the inside of the lane, tries again. Does he make it stick? Yes, he does. Comes out the other side in front. Great move through there. And then, does he give it back? No. So Liam and Aaron are toe-to-toe through each corner. And Alex is sitting waiting to pick up the pieces. Let's see what they can do this lap round. These top three are broken away from the pack. Let's see what happens. So Alex is doing every angle, just sitting and waiting to bite. Liam still leading us round. There he goes onto the straight. He's checking up on Aaron. So there goes Liam through the centre section again. Gets it up on two wheels. Gets away with it. Aaron not being able to capitalise. So as they go to the top of the track once again, 1:03 on the clock. There they go onto the straight. Inside line, what a move. Through the inside. Aaron takes that line and makes it stick. Liam didn't have no answer. Liam's coming back through the centre section. Unfortunately not being able to make it stick. So there he goes through again. Here they go, up to the top of the track, 38 seconds on the clock. There they go down the straight again, toe to toe, it's a drag race. Oh, they caught each other up. Alex Carter picking up the pieces for second. That's unfortunate coming together for those two there. So Liam Richardson, he's going to go away into the dust. And he's got Alex Carter chasing. There they go down the straight. This is going to be a race to the line between Alex and Liam. So there they go through the centre section of the track. Through, round, into the bomb hole, out of the bomb hole, onto the tabletop. Where is Alex going to make his move? Is Liam going to hold him off? There they go. Alex goes up the inside. What a move. Down the straight, great race. That was an amazing race. Well done, Alex.
G final, two-wheel drive.
And here they go, it's Andy Weston and Martin Owen at the tail. Freddie Russell all over the gearbox of the Emperor there. So it's Andy Weston through. Martin Owen leading us round. There they go down the straight. Spread out on lap one. So here comes Martin Owen through the centre section. Andy Weston is saying, hold on, I'm just teasing you. In the meantime, Freddie Russell, sorry, no, my apologies, Tony Avdoka is all over the gearbox of Andy Weston. There they go down the straight. So Martin Owen is steadily starting to check out. Andy Weston and Tony Avdoka having a battle in the middle. So Andy Weston having to check up his gearbox. Not sure what happened to Martin there, but that gap has closed right down from first to second. So there they go up to the top of the track, SCMCS corner, bank corner, the Model Sport Mound onto the straight. So Andy Weston has pulled away a little bit from Tony Avdoka on that one. Too much to say. Okay, I'll get them all. So there goes Martin, beginning to check out. He's got his thumbs oiled. There he goes off the end of the straight. Round through the centre chicanes. 1, 2 and 3 are now split up slightly. 1.2 from Martin to Andy and 1.7 back to Tony. So there they go, up to the top of the track again. Through the Model Sport Mound, the Schumacher straight and the inside line bank. Or should I say the bank of inside line. So there comes Martin through the centre. Caution in the middle of the track. Marshall in attendance. So Martin is off down the straight. Andy Weston hunting him down. He is now, Andy Weston takes an off. Is Tony going to get past? Oh, just about pulls out in front of his Christopher Avdoka. So Martin Owen is the one who benefits from that. Gets a clear breathing space. Andy West and Antonio Goka toe to toe, literally round. Is he going to make it stick? Andy Weston mounts the hose. Tony looking around the outside, not making it stick. Didn't quite make it. Tony goes around the inside on the bank. Comes through into the tabletop. So Andy Weston drops back to fourth after that error. In the meantime, the Emperor is prevailing with a comfortable lead. 6.5 seconds. And as I say that, he has a wobble. Here he goes. Over the tabletop, up to the top of the track. The Model Sport Mound down the Schumacher straight, round to the inside line bank, through the centre section. There he comes, through the chicanes, through the bomb hole. And further down the track, it is Tony Agoka battling for second, with Roger Tugwood on his tail now. So his challenger has changed. Andy Weston's dropped back to fourth. So there they go down the straight. That's the closest race on track. 1 minute 10 seconds on the clock. So here comes Martin through the bomb hole up to the tabletop. Here comes Tony. He's got Roger Tugwood with a couple of seconds, with a second and a half behind him. There they go up to the top of the track. Oh, Tony gets it slightly sideways. Roger gives him a little tap. Not his fault, that's a racing incident. So Roger has got through. Tony drops back to 3. And Martin Owen is just coasting round. 39 seconds left on the clock. But Roger Tugwood is closing that gap at a rate of knots. So let's see what they've got this time round. So the 2.5 second gap. You're probably only going to get this lap, Roger. So Martin Owen just needs to bring it home. Well, let's see what he's got. 12 seconds on the clock. They're on the countdown. There goes Martin down the straight. He's going to get through. Here's Roger getting through. Roger's through. So this is going to be a race to the line for the top 2. And Tony's in that mix as well. So you've got 1, 2 and 3. You need to keep this steady. Roger taking a wide line, keeping it steady. Martin Owen is coming home, needs to get it round the last 2 corners, and onto the straight he goes. And takes it home, wraps it up. G-final, Martin Owen, Roger Tugwood and Tony.
Yep. Good drivers, this is your H final.
H final, 2-wheel
Here we
drive.
go.
And they're off to a reasonably clean start. Third corner a few wobbles, but they've got away without any marshals. So they're off Ethan Bradbury, Happy Thames, and John Pate. So there goes Ethan onto the straight through first flat. John makes a move around the outside of Happy. Makes it stick and keeps it clean. Happy thinking, do I want that back? Yes, I do, because he's going to be hunting John down. In the meanwhile, Ethan's pulling away. Here they come through the bomb hole section into the tabletop. Happy looking up the inside of John. There they go up into the SMCS corner, around the top of the track, onto the straight. In the meanwhile, Ethan's pulling away. Richard Miller pulling his way up to the 4th spot. So here's another through down the bomb hole again. So it is still John Pate and Happy. Happy looking up the inside of that same corner again. John closing the door. So they'll go down the straight again. John takes it sideways. Happy gets it sideways. And nobody affected in position other than Richard Miller closing in the gap onto Happy. So 3rd, 4th and 5th are toe to toe. Happy gets it wrong. Richard Miller goes through. So John Pate has now got Richard Miller chasing it. Happy wants their place back from Richard. There they go around the top of the track. But it's pretty much in between them. In the meantime, Ethan Bradbury is saying, I'm off. Oh, as I say that, he takes a tumble. Gets away with it, champion's roll. So the only thing affected there is John closed the gap up slightly. go round to the top of the track. There goes Ethan off the straight. There goes John. There goes Richard Miller, Happy Kane, and Dylan Richardson. They are all close together through the centre of the track. There they go. Through the bomb hole, Happy looking up the inside. And they pull each other up. Happy wait, but they're crossing each other 2 places each. So that puts Dylan through, onto the back of Richard Miller. So there they go down. My apologies. Dylan through to the back of John Pate. So your running order is now Ethan, John Pate, Dylan Richardson, Richard Miller, Happy Kane, Neil Tinsley, and Mark Brown, Jack Strong, Steve Barber, and Steve Hollisley. 2.5 minutes time in the straight. 2.5 minutes on that clock. So John Pate closes that in with that mistake from Ethan. Let's see what he can do. He's got 2 minutes 12 on the clock to close that down. 1, 2 and 3 are very spread out now. The race is close to the back of Richard Miller and Harry Kane. Here they come into the tabletop section. Harry goes up the inside. Trying to make it quick. Literally battling every corner of those 2. And unfortunately costing them seconds now. So there goes Ethan. Once again, nice and tidy over the tabletop. There goes John trying to close that gap.
I was so annoyed.
Ethan put his foot through in there and over. John coming through the centre section. So the speed pace gap of 2.6 seconds. Just time round, let's see what they've got. 1.25 left on the top.
I think Jamie will win this.
Ethan looks like he's putting the hammer down to stretch that gap out. What is it if they cross to that gap this time? It is 2.5. So John has closed it down slightly. So Neil Tinsley actually between Mark Brown and Richardson. Steve Barber and Rick Miller. That's a little bit further back. So Alina coming through the centre to Kane, heading to the bomb hole. Getting slightly tricky in that section there. So there he goes over the tabletop up to the far end of the track. There goes John Pate through the tabletop section. Into the MCS corner, through the Northern Port Bank. That's the end of the straight. Only 2 straight along, 60 corners. He's John closing in, so John comes through the bomb hole, 21 seconds on the clock. We're going to probably get through to 1 more lap. So there goes John, our second postman, through the top of the track. Onto the bank and down the straight he goes. Follow on top of the straight. So our leader through the bomb hole section. Coming through the hairpin. Out to the tabletop. Taking it on top of the other side back down. So there goes our leader through the city corner on the top of the track. Oh, he's got caught in the back, Martin. Here we go.
I final 2-wheel drive.
And your I-final underway. Oscar King going to lead us off. From Josh Walton, Jason Green, Carl Perryman. There's Bedlam at the back already. So looks like Ben Stevenson, the poor victim of that one. And he's going to need another marshal. Yep, that one. So the award for the longest outlap in history is going to go to Ben Stevenson. And back to the front, and it is Oscar King from Joshua Walton. Absolutely nothing in between these 2, and as I look up, our leader is over, and that's going to allow Joshua Walton a comfy lead over the rest of the field. So your leader out onto the main straight, all orange, white wheels, he knows they're faster. And we're waiting for the gaggle of 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th and 8th as they all come through. So Joshua got about a 4-second lead, the rest of the from up to 8th then covered by only 2.5 seconds. So we're going to concentrate on the battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. And I can see Tommy Dale is in there as well. So these guys all out into the straight, and it is Paul Crocker at the head of the train with his wheel speed. Coming out through the Bono, and these guys trying to still close down on Josh Walton, despite all fighting amongst each other. And I can see Marshall's running, and that's cars 10 and 4, the victims of that one. So Carl Perriman going to disappear backwards out of that gaggle. And it's now Crocker from Tommy Dale. Tommy Dale though having a little champion's roll, and unfortunately fourth place in a clipping trying to get through, nowhere he could go. So I think that's going to mean Tommy Dale still holds on to the 3, but that's going to release Paul Crocker. And we'll see what he can do now about Josh Walton. This time by 4.6 seconds. So that gap stays quite consistent through all of this when the guys have been battling. Let's see now what it does, now that Paul is not under pressure to start to try and close down on the leader. Here he comes over the tabletop. Tommy Dale not out the picture yet and starting to try and close back down, but we'll see what this lap has done on the time. Our leader having a bit of a champion's roll at the end of the main straight. The gap had extended, it looks like it's going to close back down again because of that. So our leader Perry past us in commentary corner, all orange. And here comes second and third. This is your main battle now as Tommy tries to pinch the 2 spot. Last time over the loop there was only 2 tenths in it. It looks a little bit more this time. And the gap was 5.8, it's down to 3.5 with that champion's roll from Joshua Walton. And Tommy Dale is over. So that's going to release Paul Crocker again. See what he can do, start to chase after Josh Walton once more. Walton already on the straight though, still trying to check out, but more than the length of the straight lead. Gap now back up to 3.7. So I took about 2 tenths out of him that last lap. And Tommy having a few more moments, he just needs to get back into his rhythm. Got one of the fastest cars out there on track. Just needs to settle down and drive it. So our lead car already down the main straight. Here comes second. Gap now back up to 4.5 seconds. So our leader starting to try and check out with only 1 minute 30 on the clock. And past us the commentary corner, heads through the tricky jump and up towards the slippery section. There goes second place doing the same, and third. Tommy now starting to close back down again. So Tommy's best lap, 21.18 seconds, and that is fast. The best rest in this race is Josh Walton with a 21.83. Everybody else 22s and slower.
6, 5, 8, 4,
Just under 1 minute on the clock, drivers.
7, 10, leader on lap 11.
So Tommy getting all sorts of wrong. And going to allow that gap to open up once again. And up at the front, Joshua Walton really stretching his legs now. Gap up to just on 7 seconds. And he's already into back markers. He'll be the all-orange car. And I can hear the ref calling him through. 30 seconds on the clock. He'll be doing this lap and one more. Second place has a bit of a scruffy lap. Last time by as he goes through. Play 26. So not as worse, but not bad. But that gap still 7 seconds. So now thinking about consolidating second. And you guys have got 10 seconds on the clock. Second place is over. That's going to allow Tommy to ride up to him and they're racing to the line. So I think he's got that one more than covered. So second place goes over the line there. Paul Crocker and Tommy going to pick up the 3. And we'll pick up our leader as he goes up through the slippery section, hangs the right and the left, out onto the main straight, cross the line and take your iPhone.
J final 2-wheel drive.
Launched into the first corner, Joseph Cockhill going to shake a leg as he goes through the field. Making up places as he goes and causing carnage on his way. Good job, Super. He's going to do a Mexican way by the off the Gibbo at MZ. It'll be bigger than that. So Bowden leading the round after 1, and he's got a 1.2 second lead over Aston Perry. We pick up our leader, blue, pink and white. And Brown goes through the Bono, out the other side, goes off towards the tabletop, and we're dropping in out, up towards the slippery section. And now onto the main straight to start with, number 3. You guys approaching 45 seconds down already. Ashton Perry trying to close him down, not quite managing it yet. Gap still 1.6 seconds. And then it's Ewan, Joseph, Lee, Paul, Nicholas, Keith, Mark Christopher, and Daniel. Back up with our leader, starting to stretch his legs and pull away from the others. And indeed, gap was 1.6. It's now still 1.6. So, I thought it was cool down a little bit, but never mind. The Will Battle on fourth, second, third, and fourth between Perry, Gorman, and Cockhill. Joseph there waiting to pick up any pieces. And trying fourth, third, up towards second on the way. Rest of the match still carrying on, and Joseph getting a little bit sideways up to the left, second and third, out of the way. So second and third, over the tabletop, nose it low and firm, up through the slippery section, out onto the main straight, one more time, and a little bit of clapping, but gets up. In there for Ewan at the end of the main straight, gets away with it, losing nothing but time. So he's going to allow Joseph now to start moving back down. So C-Cup coming back in through. Last time by, and with a small mistake there for Ewan leading them after. That's Joe now up onto the free spot. See what he can do about Ashton Perry. Gap line this time by is about 3 seconds to the time go. And as I say, that looks like Ashton's at the moment. So Joseph now going to be starting to try and put some the pressure to pick up that 2 if he possibly can in this day final. And as I'm looking at the computer, I can see Paul Wood here now starting to close down on this game. So he wants to be a part of this fight. See the scores he can come up with. Still Perry from Cockhill in second and third. Just Bowden now starting to disappear back into the distance. And I hear the crowd cheer. That can only mean that Cockhill is up to the 2. He's got 4.5 seconds now to try and close down on Bowden. So just be a battle with the podcast. So these two now start to go hammer and tongs at it. Jack's last time by was 4.2 seconds. Here comes Bowden out onto the straight. Here comes Joey out onto the straight. See look what he's done. And it's down to 3.6 with 1 last minute on the clock. This is not over. Joseph Cockhill is on a mission. So definitely taking the legs to move up and through the field. As my man beside me here is saying, gap was 3.6 with 1 minute 15 on the clock. It's now 2.3, so Joey is still closing down on the Bowdenmobile. And I think about another 2 laps to go on the team there, unless he runs out of talent. The worst turn 30 he possibly could. That was a rubbish going. So Joey going to drop down to 4th with all of that going on. I think he's just been disowned by the team, Peter. So Bowden now is clear track. With 36 seconds on the clock, he's going to do this lap and 1 more. And he's got about a 7-second lead over Woody, who now is up in the 2 spot. Ashton Perry a further 1 second back, and Joseph about another 2 back from that. So see what Joey can do with 19 on the clock, you guys, when you start from your last lap. We'll concentrate on the battle for second, third and 4th. But Perry's trying to close down on Woody. And Cockley's trying to close down on the pair of them. So Ashton now is there, starting to look left and right at Woody's mobile. As they come round, they're going to be racing to the line. There's going to be a move there. And Woody is great!
Caution on the straight. Caution. Caution on the straight. You can't still on the straight.
Marshall! Daniel! On the straight! Great!
Good.
Caution. And expectation is clear.
Kia final 2-wheel drive.
And up goes Thunder into the first corner. Simon Hudson going to lead us off. He Payne's going to push us around. And already there is Bedlam with Marshall's running. And the battle going on, looks like Steve Davis to the point. Steve Davis to the retro car.
Okay, stop knocking into each other.
That is already
8
yellow.
and 9, I've seen the attempt.
So our leader now has length of the straight, already trying to check out and trying to close him down will be Andy Manning. So already that gap of just over 2 seconds. And we'll pick up our leader, becomes fast up in front of the corner, over the tabletop. Starts to step up. Down through the features, heading out towards the main straight. Yellow and blue, yellow. The gap was 2 seconds. It looks like it's come down quite a bit this time. And indeed it has. That gap has been halved and our leader from the track. And that is going to unleash Andy Manning now to the point. So picking up the red car, right wheels. Here is main company it. Back country wheels carries on in the lead. Steve Davis going to drop down to the 3. And the full order is just over 1 minute gone is Andy Manning, Mark Queen, Steve Davis, Mark Smith, Paul Crawford, Matt McManus, Matthew Hodges, Simon Hudson, Ian Keynes, and Rory Stokes. And we'll pick back up with our leader, Red Schumacher, first going to step up, round up into the city section, comes on towards the main straight. On to lap number 5, you guys approaching 1.5 minutes down, 3.5 to go. Steve Davis has recovered up into third and trying to close down on second, which is Mark Queen. That's kind of quite impressive to him and Pete that all important second. To the fair and gravity. And the man continues to lead from Mark Queen, gap now 2 seconds. And some back markers already past the first one. Nothing but clear cut ahead in there. Looking good as you look back down the field, see battles most of the field nicely spread out. So it's going to be all about the takes on this one. As we hit 2.5 down, 2.5 to go, still Manning from Keane, Davis, Smith, Hodges, Hodgson, McManus, Crawford, Haynes and Stokes. And if my first driver lines me out, not going to be happening. I'll lead it out onto the main straight, starting with lap number 8. Just over 2 minutes on the clock. Got about a 2.5 second lead at the moment. In fact, Jack's got up to about a 3 second lead over Mark King. Steve Davis, a big chunk of time back, looks like a scrappy lap from him. And it's going to allow Mark Smith and Mark Hodges to try and close up, and they're probably the closest battle on track at the moment. 4th, 3rd, 4th and 5th as they come over the tabletop. Through the goal, up the steps, down through the slippery section. And now comes the main straight up 3rd, 4th and 5th. And Steve Davis a little bit wide. And Matthew Hodges got a peak that 8. So now Matthew up to the 3. See if he can start to disappear off into the distance. Steve Davis going to try and do something about that. The pulls on lovely inside move, it starts flirting with the track markers and has to get straight back. So, 3rd and 4th on the main straight now. You guys got 1 minute 15 on the clock, and you managed to lead now by 5 seconds over Mark Payne. And
Okay, we can start straight.
and I think that might have been Matthew Hodges. And we'll see when they come past the computer, the quick time live. And the man continues to lead this time now, is up to 6 seconds. So it's only about half a second to lap.
Nice looking.
A lot of people started with the track conditions today, they just had it changed. And the track has got 10 months for any of us. And indeed now it's Steve Davis up to the 3, and he's got about 2.5 seconds over the 4th place. And I'm being told that we get to
Okay, leaders with you again, Paul.
it's over. So that's going to allow something to go a little bit closer. So not a huge amount, because we've got about 7 seconds in hand. So it needs to bring it home with 24 seconds on the clock. It's not going to help it. So it starts in his last lap now with 15 seconds to go. Closing order, Andy Manning, Mark King, Steve Davis, Simon Hudson and Matt McManus. And so with our leader, red car over the tabletop, closing down on some back market. So I think he can be placed in there this time. And so now across the line to take the lead of your race final, 99.
9 finished. 6 finished.
So there's Martin in second. So it comes 3 Davis to the 3, then we just need Sam and Matt and Matthew.
L final 2-wheel drive.
Here we go.
So off we go to the L final. So a few people wondering about second leg of the A final. It is after the H final and before the G final where it normally runs. So David Bueno, Tolman wins them round, start number 1. Sam Hugo or Richard Barton or any other commentators out there, Phil Slate, who wants to do any commentary, head over and let us know please.
Well, he didn't come across, he didn't want England to come across, but that, yeah, he could.
So I'm told we've got a new leader, it's not David Bueno, it's Spanish Dave out front. Liam Bone is second, Mike Temple third. And Spanish Dave has a 3-second lead. And remember everybody, if you've not seen the Facebook post already, last night, got a great list of fantastic sponsors for your nationals this year.
3, 7, 8, 6, 2, 4, 9, 5, 10. Leader on lap 6.
So the winner of every final, after you were marshalled, can collect a prize from me at Race Control. You get a random prize. Jamie Hall, unfortunately, you know you've won leg 1. You do not get anything yet. So you might do later. So the winner of the L final, after you're marshalled, you will get a prize. So do you, Sammy, do you want to carry on?
So as we're going round, it's a Bueno leading us now, Liam Bone, Mike Temple, Jason Potter. So let me find our leader, Dave Bueno. Let's see if we can spot him out on track and what he's doing.
Red, white and yellow car come back towards you in the middle.
And there he is, coming up over the table.
Car 8, the leader's coming.
There he goes through the far end. He's got Liam Bone behind him, car 3. By the back of the field. So there he goes, down the straight, got Phil back in front of him now. Through the centre section he goes. There he's Liam. Liam, the blue and white car, trying to step up and close that gap down. But Dave Bueno is off and he is down the straight. Liam heading onto the straight now, so clear track for both of them. Liam gets past the back marker, so it's just a gap between them now. Let's see if he can close that air gap. Can Dave Bueno hold on? He's got 1 minute 13 seconds to keep this. There he goes, up off the far end of the track. Through the chicane onto the straight. Coming off the straight on the back corner. Excellent driving by the back marker there, staying well out of the way. So there's second place Liam coming round, punching that gap down. Back in the middle of the bomb hole, thank you. So Liam has closed that gap right down since that last lap. They are going to be racing pretty close. They've got 42 seconds. They've got this lap, maybe one more. Let's see what they can do. So that gap is right down. Oh no! David Dono gets it wrong. Liam goes through. So now the shoe's on the other foot. They're coming through the centre section, approaching the tabletop. David Bone not giving him anything away. He's trying to hold on to his tailcoat. There they go to the top of the track, onto the straight. There goes Liam down the David down the straight, Liam down the straight. There they go through the centre of the track. So Liam has got his steady shoes on now. And there is your buzzer. It doesn't look like it. Can he hold it steady? He is holding it steady and takes it and wraps that up. Liam Bone 1, David Bueno 2. Is Jason Potter coming around to take the 3?
Two finished.
So, yeah.